What's up, Kiss Army? My name is Joe, and this is your 20-minute Kiss Fix. Well, I told you guys last week that I would show you guys my Kiss room. It's not enormous. It's just jam-packed full of stuff. How are you guys doing tonight? Good to see you. Hey, Doug. Hey, Angelo. So it's just me on the 20-minute Kiss Fix. If you guys have never watched this show before, it's basically me getting together with you guys for 20 minutes, and we're going to just talk Kiss. But tonight, I promised something I've been asked a bunch of times. Hey, Kiss Army things. I've been asked a bunch of times, hey, could you ever show us around your Kiss room? So Karen is filming over there, and I'm going to go over there and just show you guys some things. That's one of the things that I got lucky on a long time ago was I met this kid in a dark alley and he wanted money. So I bought a projector, and I've always had projectors. So in the Kiss room, I have like a big screen. It's for the old movies and stuff like that. It'll only show small, but I put something on there so you guys would have something background. Now, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to turn this microphone off, and Karen is going to turn that microphone on. Okay. All right, so I know you guys can hear me. I'm going to go ahead and get up. I hope this works. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll find out. Okay. Hey, everybody. All right, so this is the Kiss room, and right now everything is jam-packed into this room because Karen and I are buying a new house. We're building, and we have to repaint and all that stuff. So in order to do that, I had to move everything into here. So as you can see over here in this little spot right here are all the posters I do not have any room for. So until we get into the new house, I have to keep them all stacked here. And there's tons and tons of posters. Doug, who is watching right now, actually gave me this poster, and it was in my room. How attractive is that? Anyway, okay. So, all right. So let me show you guys around. Come right along here. Here's some of my lunch boxes. This one was, I think, only sold online. I saw it on Kiss Online, I think. This is my original lunchbox. And yes, the thermos is in there. Let's see. It's in okay shape, I think. I think it's in pretty good shape. I was able to get most of the other lunch boxes. If you look down here, these are original puzzles. The Destroyer one, my mother and I put together, and that one my son and I put together. And so there's one piece missing from this one and none missing from that one. I have one more of these. I don't know if all the puzzle pieces fit, but my mom and I built that, and then like a year later, she passed away. So I have left it. I'm never going to take it apart because it's something my mom and I did, and I always wanted to save it. Down here, besides the pizza boxes from Stranger Things, you can see there's a trash can. I bought that as well from Doug, who's watching. And then there's some Psycho Circus in the box. Never been opened. So for all I know, there's just foam in there. Up here on the wall, you can see I have all the solo albums autographed, including I got a print of the Bruce Kulick solo album, and he signed that for me. Gene's is signed. Ace's is signed. Funny story about that one. My buddy Bruce took me to a vault, and I got a Gene Simmons solo album signed, and he smudged it with his finger, and he signed it a second time. But that always bothered me. I don't know about y'all, but it bothered me. And so I had to meet him again and get that one signed. So I have a Gene Simmons solo album signed twice with a Gene Simmons thumb smudge, and then I have that one. Over here is the Peter, the Paul, and the Vinny. Vinny. One day I walked into a gas station and there was the weirdest Coke bottle. It just said car on it, so I, of course, bought it. Here's from the first Cruise Fest where Podcast Rock City. This is not Kiss. This is Jeff Tate wine. Karen is a huge Jeff Tate fan. Okay, I'm going to walk you back here so you don't trip. Can you guys hear me all right? Is this cool? Are you reading the comments? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Okay, so here's all the, the Love Gun / Alive 2 posters. That one, there's Peter. I did not get that signed. A friend of mine was going to meet him. It was actually Rick who started this show with me, and he took that with him to get it signed for me. All the rest I've gotten signed. So we have Paul signed here in the middle, and these masks are from when I was in a band called Bay City Psychos, and that's actually the music you hear at the beginning of the show. We wore hockey masks, and we did a whole show as Kiss, or actually it might have been just an encore. Here are some puzzles and some games. Now these are cornhole bags, and what happened was a friend of mine started a cornhole bag company, and he said, "Hey, is there anything I can make you?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, you can make me my own Kiss cornhole bags." If you guys are, I don't. Oh, look, that's the back. That's the backs of them. So you can see it's the solo album posters, and then on the other side are the. I don't know if you guys are into that or not. Okay, so in these cases here, I don't know if it's going to be too shiny or not, but so I like everybody else am a little too anal. I don't want to say that about how everything's done. So there's a Gene level, there's a Paul level, there's a Peter, and then there's an Ace. If you look in the back here, there's a balloon from a show. Where did we get that one? That's Las Vegas. We got that one in Las Vegas, and then there's a balloon down here that we got in Atlanta. The stickers I bought from a record store. They're from the 96 reunion tour. I only have one of these belt buckles, the Ace. I only have one. I got to get all the other ones. You guys out there that are collectors, I know my collection it's not really huge. It's just a lot of little stuff. It's really hard. Okay, so this cup right here, I don't know how many of you guys have ever seen that picture of Gene on the Dynasty tour drinking from this cup. So obviously it's not the cup that Gene was drinking out of. However, like a psycho, I went online and found one on eBay, and it's exact. It's the same cup Gene was drinking out of, just not the actual one he was holding. What else do I have here that I wanted to show? Oh, these are all tour books. This is an Unmasked era tour book. I believe that's Unmasked. I actually have it signed by Gene, Paul, and Ace. So that's all tour books, and over there I have tour books. I'm trying to show you guys as much as I can. Here are the Magic Market cups. When my father passed away, he left me some money. Oh, and the talisman. Hey, everybody, you got to have the talisman. When my father passed away, he left me a little bit of money, and he gave me one demand, which was to put my son in school for a year, and in his private school. So he paid for a year of my son's private school, and then he left me a little bit more. So I went ahead and purchased these. So I can always say these are from my dad. Just you can show the ones down here. Mm-hmm. They're in really great shape. I don't want to jinx them. There's no cracks or anything though. There's a few flasks. We have a few flasks in the back. Tons of pins and stuff like that. I have, or badges depending on where you're from. Here is okay, so these two things were 3D printed for me by friends that have 3D printers. When you put a light in them, it shows the band. This is, I guess, the Rock and Roll Over cover, and then this is from, I think it's from Monster. Mego dolls, of course. I'm sure most of you guys have those. Let's see. So, all right. So that's the Cubes poster. I've had that since Easter, like 19 or something. And I was able to get it completely signed. So Ace and Paul are there, and Peter and Gene are at the bottom. I don't think you can see it. I got to fix the frame. We live near railroad tracks. So the house, it doesn't vibrate like you would think it does, but it does enough to move things. So once we get the new house, I'm going to get them all professionally framed. Karen's paying for that. There's only a few things in here that aren't Kiss. Like these are my WrestleMania programs. And then I have a few other things I'll show you guys. It's kind of a crack up. But there's the Ace poster that's autographed. This is a bootleg. This isn't the original. The original is much bigger of that poster, but I couldn't resist. And then there is Gene. And when I was in the Bay City Psychos, the band that we wore the masks, this was Trey. So Trey's original podcast, Rock City, from the first few shows, he was original. He was the bass player in the band, and he cut this out so he could stick his tongue out. This is where I do podcast Rock City, right here, every week. Normally, what you guys see is this. But today, you're seeing this. So this is another one of those things that's not Kiss, but I always wanted these Star Wars glasses when I was a little boy, but we couldn't afford them. So I have been collecting them now for I don't know how many years. I run into them every once in a while, and Karen's parents actually bought me like 4 this past Christmas. So that's the Star Wars stuff. All right, what else do we got here? Lots of books, lots of reissue lunch boxes. Here is something that I work. So being on a podcast, luckily means that I get to meet a lot of people. And so I have had my box set signed by every living member of Kiss, plus lots of other people. So you've got your Tommy Thayer, Bruce Kulick, Eric Singer, Gary Corbett, who played keyboards for Kiss, Bob Kulick, Anton Fig, Ace. Peter's over here. Funny story about Peter. My friend, I don't know if I can say his name, but I'm just going to say my friend. He took this to get it signed for me, and he told me when he handed it to Peter and he said, "Would you sign right here?" He said, "I'm an original member. Why am I signing over here?" And I was just like, that's pretty funny. And then here's Vinnie Vincent. We only had a small space for him, and Karen said, "Hey, Vinnie, hey, I need a
mini Vinnie."
A mini Vinnie, and he signed it. Michael James Jackson. Paul, if you look, he started to sign this with silver and then realized it wouldn't show up. So he did it in black. On the top is Bill Starkey's autograph. And I'm sorry, I can't think of the guy's name right now, but he was in the Plasmatics and he wrote songs for Kiss. And I'm sure you guys are going to tell me who that is. Let's see. So, I mean, yeah, you can see I've kind of gone around and showed as much as I can. There's a few more things. How are we doing on time? How much time have we done?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay. Here's some interesting things. Here is something you don't see every day. There's an unmasked 8-track tape. I got lucky and found that. This right here is hits of Kiss and Alice Cooper. This is not done by Alice Cooper and Kiss. It's very. You could go online and you could listen to this. It's very weird. Here's a Return to Casablanca. I don't know why I grabbed double platinum. Here's a Return to Casablanca. It has a couple of Kiss songs on it. So those are kind of cool. Here's Kenny Bagley gave us all the idea to put our guitar picks in these ring holders. Man, that's dusty. I got to do something about that. So you can see I have, and it's not all Kiss. I think there's a few Vinnie picks and a few other bands that have played with Kiss. I got one more that I can show you. So they're all official picks, but they're not all concert picks. But if you go on Amazon, man, for like $12, you could get these, and they're good for displaying your guitar picks. That's how you know you have an issue. Over here, I wanted to show you guys. Just turn this way. I pulled a few records that I was lucky enough to find. I live in a very small town, and coming across some of these records in this town is very hard. It's so small. So came across this 12-inch I Was Made for Loving You. This was cool. Return to Casablanca. This was pretty cool. The solo album Sampler. I promise you guys, if you lived, I don't know, a lot of you guys might live in small towns, and you have to relate that when you come across something in your small town that you would never imagine is going to be there, you're probably really excited. I am too. I got to get this one on eBay, though. I did not get this in my little town. But First Kiss, Last Licks, everybody knows about that. Here is what I believe is the first time Kiss was ever on a record. It was just basically this sampler. Oh, here is I think I just got a gold record for being on the Kiss cruise. It's very unique. You see them on eBay, but then I have this one right here, the special Kiss album for their summer tour. Now, the cool thing about this is I got one, and then about a year later, Karen and I we were in Nashville for SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. And Jeremy, was it Jeremy? Yeah. Jeremy from Ace's band, he was having a sale, and he was selling all his Kiss stuff, and I got a second one. This one was warped, though. So I went online and I found out how to straighten out or fix a warped record. And basically, you just take it and you put your oven as low as you can put it. This is so crazy. In between two pieces of glass. And I only did it for about a minute and a half. And it flattened it out and it plays perfectly. So I wound up with 2 copies of this, which is kind of crazy. I was really happy just to get one. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Over here is the record player, the Kiss record player. Let me move this for you. So when we were at the Creatures Fest, my buddy Jeff sold this to me for a really good deal. If I told you guys, Jeff's probably watching, and he's probably still aggravated that I bought this from him. But I took it, and Ace signed it for me. And then Gary Capp, who some of you guys may know, he was going in to meet Peter. And I said, hey, can I give you some money and you get an autograph? And he was like, absolutely. So I got it signed by Peter. I don't know that I'll ever be able to get it signed by Paul and Gene, because that would be very expensive. You guys understand. There's our vault. Karen and I went and we got a vault on the cruise. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I do have an original Elder poster. That's my Paul Stanley guitar. I'm a guitar teacher. It is left-handed. I get crap for that. My buddy Jeff, who's an artist, he made this clock for me.
They're asking about concert videos.
How many concert videos do
How about, do you have concert videos?
All that entire bottom row right there. I found at like flea markets and stuff like that. And then all of this is Kiss. Some of the copies are like 5 and 6 copies of the same record. So, and then as many of the box sets as I could get a hold of.
The light cover. You're asking about.
Oh, the light cover. Somebody got me a lot. Somebody asked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They sold at Big Lots a few years ago. I bought 2, of course, one for my room and one for my dog to wear, and she has worn it. I think that might be it, guys. I do have lots of magazines, lots of tapes, all kinds of stuff like that. I know, and so it's just a 20-minute Kiss Fix, so we go kind of fast. I just wanted you guys to get a good idea of what's going on here. So as you can see, the house that we're having built has a little bit bigger of a basement, so I'll be able to really display my stuff, which is so exciting. Over there, they're dusty, but I have like 5 or 6 boxes of the Gene Simmons cereal. One is empty because I ate some of it on the show. And of course, I have the let's see, it's the Kiss cards. Oh wait, nope. Yep. So these are the Alive cards. Then Series 1, Series 2, and let's see, I got that's Series 2. And here's Series 3 with the Eric Carr cards. And the one Peter, I guess. I never understood that. But yeah, I have the cards. That took a very long time to get a set of. I actually got those on one of the online Kiss auction pages. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this was cool. I'm just gonna get on here. Let me move this. And you can turn that microphone back on. All right. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear Kiss? Just wait. Yeah, so I hope you guys all right, so you guys are asking me my thoughts on Gene Simmons auction site. I think it's cool. I can't afford anything on it, but it's cool. And man, it's just one of those things. I'm the type of person where and I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same way. I am not going to say, I can't believe people waste their money on this or on that, because it's your life. You got one. Live your life. Enjoy your life. If you want to buy a Kiss casket, buy a Kiss casket. If you want to buy tickets to go see Kiss in Japan, damn it, go. We got one life. Hey, good day, everybody from Melbourne. Craig, how you doing? I'm almost done, though. I'm sorry. Go back and watch the show. Don't forget, Friday night, we're going to talk about the Ace Frehley solo album. We've already done Gene. We've already done Peter. So now we're going to do Ace, and I'm sure we all feel the same way about Ace. Maybe, but I'm going to ask a couple of questions about that. Friday night, 10 p.m. I'll be here live with you guys, hanging out again, and hopefully this was fun. I'm gonna go ahead and take this camera off. You could go ahead and turn that off. And man, thanks for coming in, hanging out. I really it was a lot of fun, and I guess if you guys have a collection or you have any, I've already had people sending me pictures of their favorite things, and it's been kind of cool. So if you, and not kind of cool, but really cool, if you guys have something that you totally love as far as in your Kiss collection, take a picture of it and send it to podcast Rock City 1. That's the number one at gmail.com. Podcast Rock City 1. That's the number one at gmail.com. Let's see. Do I have anything else I can show you before we go? There's a lot of comic books, a lot of magazines, tons of magazines. If Kiss was on the cover, I snagged it. But maybe I'll figure out something I didn't show you guys before, and we'll do it again another time. Thank you very much, and I love you guys. And let's see that right there? Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say this. You see that comment down there that says Doug Ponier, Cobo Tour Books? Here's the story. We went to see Kiss in Cobo Hall for the last Cobo Hall show, or Cobo Arena, right? They were selling tour books. I said to him, hey, I bet there's a lot of people that would pay for one of these tour books. They were like 20 or 25 bucks. I said, I'm going to go over there and buy 10. He said, if you buy 10 of those, I'm going to be so mad at you. So I didn't buy any. And the next day they were going for like 150 bucks on eBay. I don't know that I could have sold them for that much because I'm a nice guy and I felt like I was ripping people off. However, blame that guy, Doug. All right, I'm out of here. My name is Joe, and you're the Kiss Army, and this was your 20-minute Kiss Fix. Thank you, guys. Subscribe.